it's Andrew Mishlove of Mishlove and Stucker. I am driving to Chicago right now. I want to talk a little bit about the Miranda warnings. You've heard about those, you've seen them on TV. People ask me all the time, I was arrested by the police for drunk driving and they didn't read me my rights. Can I get the case thrown out? Well, the answer is almost never. But let's talk about how the Miranda rights work. Back in 1966, the United States Supreme Court in Miranda versus Arizona held that a person must be read their rights if two things are happening. One, they are in custody, and two, they are being interrogated. So if you're in custody and you are being interrogated, they have to read you your rights. That does not mean that they have to read you your rights the second you are arrested, and they don't have to read you your rights if you are temporarily detained for the purpose of investigation. So it brings up a good question, though. What about the kind of things that happen on the roadside in a drunk driving case? Isn't that a form of interrogation? After all, they make you get out of your car, they make you walk a line, they make you stand on one leg, they make you follow the stimulus fingertip or pen with your eyes only without moving your head. They may ask you to recite the alphabet. They may ask you to count backwards. Don't they have to read you your rights before they do all that kind of stuff? Because the fact is, you are not required to participate in those tests. The answer is, our courts have held that an interrogation is a verbal question that calls for a verbal answer. And since all of those field sobriety tests are essentially nonverbal, they're not an interrogation. So the police are not required to read you your rights before field sobriety tests. They're not required to read you your rights when they arrest you. After you've been arrested, if they interrogate you, start asking you questions like, where were you coming from? Where were you going to? Are you under a doctor's care? Have you been drinking? Before they ask you those kind of questions, they have to read you your rights. That usually happens at the very end of the process of a drunk driving investigation. So I wish I could give you better news than that. I'm here to protect your rights. In order to protect your rights, you have to know them. And believe me, you have rights. So if you are in trouble and you want to know what your rights are, give us a call at Mishlove and Stucker. I'm Andrew Mishlove. Drive safe.